Hey guys, what is up? Is Larry Cool the Gamer here, and I'm back with another video. This is on my ps4 collection. I have done this once before, but the audio was terrible. So I want to give you guys my impressions of each game, and there's gonna also be three games that I have, but I'm not gonna show it in this video because I'm gonna leave it for part 2. I do plan on doing a PlayStation 4 part 2. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys what I have. If you guys have watched my other video before, you have seen it, but you know, there was 1 or 2 games I left out. And hopefully the audio on this one's better. Metal Gear Survive. This is one I didn't show before. I only have it loose disc. I don't have the case or anything. It's definitely a step back from the original Metal Gear Solid games. The Metal Gear Solid 5, the 2 that were on the PS4 are really good. This one's not so much, honestly. But, you know, what the hell. I have it for the collection purposes. I've got Uncharted 4, very good game, good third-person shooter. We all know what this is like if you played an Uncharted game. It's like a Tomb Raider style game, but with a male protagonist, and it's a very good game. I definitely recommend it, especially when it's dirt cheap. I mean, I got a copy here for $8, and that's about all it's worth right now because they were selling these with PlayStation 4s when this game came out. But it is worth checking out. Also, pick up The Lost Legacy. And if you're not a collector, get the Uncharted Drake's Collection because it's also on PS4 as well. Life is Strange is a very interesting game. You play as a girl named Maxine, and she basically wants to uncover the death of one of her friends. There is another friend in the game named Chloe that actually helps you in certain parts of the game. Another friend of hers. And they got this whole story going on where there's like these 3 girls that are total bitches towards Maxine because they're like preppy. And, you know, they treat her like shit and whatnot. But, you know, you use tactics to like outwit them and whatnot. And this is definitely a story-driven game too, because there are certain things in this game that you can do to basically alternate the future. Like you can slow down time. You discover you have that sort of ability. So that was definitely interesting. And there's a little bit of a school aspect thing going on in it too, which I don't really like school, but you know, it doesn't really hinder the game at all. And it's definitely an interesting game. Very surprised with this one. And it's very good. Definitely worth checking out if you like story-based games. Got a sports game here. I got UFC. Very fun game. You can customize your character to look very similar to you. And you can put them in the career mode. And, you know, you go through a little bit of training with a trainer. You hit the weights. Like you lift weights and like you hit the punching bag. That's what I meant to say. You hit the punching bag, and you got to do it in a certain amount of time, like a minute or minute and a half. And then when you actually get into the fights, you can like whoop ass. It's fun. It's a good sports game from EA. I don't like very many sports games, but that's one that I do like. Just Cause 4, even better than the third one. I didn't get very far in the third one at all, but this is definitely one of my favorite series. I hope they continue this series because Just Cause is really fun. It's basically a third-person shooter, but there's also some like exploration that you can do in this game. And you can like fly out of an airplane and use a like parachute to like jump all the way down to the ground, or you can jump on a building. There's tons of stuff you can do in that game. That game could take you like 50 hours to complete. It's definitely worth the money because it's only like a $15 game now. Control, I waited for this game to drop in price, and for the price I paid, I think it's worth that. It's a third-person shooter, and it's a lot of fun. definitely worth checking out if you guys like third-person shooters. Earthfall is a decent shooter. There's some mixed reviews on this game. I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's pretty fun. It's like think of it like the movie Battle Los Angeles. Think of it like that, and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's good. It's not a bad game. Sniper Elite 3. This is nice. There's a nice thing about this game. You can like shoot someone from like 50 or 60 miles away, and like you can actually see the bullet go through the soldier's head, like the enemy soldier's head, or like the stomach. I mean, that is crazy. And like that was definitely this game is like 5 years old now, but that was definitely innovative for its time. Definitely. Very good game. Far Cry Primal. I love the Far Cry series. I have not played this yet. I do look forward to playing it eventually. Kingdom Hearts 3 is another one I still have not dived much time into, but from what I've played, it's pretty good. I don't understand the hate behind this game. It's a continuation of the series. They took forever to make this into a game. I mean, the first one came out in 2002. The second one came out in 2006. And then there was one game on Game Boy Advance, and then they later ported it to the PS2. Chain of Memories, or Chain of Memories, something like that. That was in like 2004, I believe, or 2005. But still, like, all we got after that was a PS3 game, and all that was a remake of the first two games. Very disappointing. But when this game finally came out, we're like, yes, we finally got this game back. Because like it took them forever. I'm glad that they finally did. And it's a pretty good RPG game for Disney standards. Dying Light's a very good game. I definitely like Dying Light. This game's a survival horror game where you play as this guy who was like rescued by 3 people, and they basically try to get him to the safe zone. And one of them didn't make it, but the other 3 made it back. And in this game, you have to basically like hit the light switches on and set up traps to trap the zombies. And also the zombies are stronger at night, so you really gotta watch that. And if you're caught outside at night, you gotta find a place that's safe, like some sort of shelter. Otherwise, you will get destroyed. Like literally, you won't make it. And you also have to find weapons and power up your weapons. You get like a lead pipe, and you get like a golf club, I think. And then you can also get a gun, a pistol or a shotgun or a rifle, but that's later on in the game. But it's pretty good. They just came out with the sequel a couple weeks ago. Rise of the Tomb Raider, very good game. Can't say enough good things about it. I'm sure everybody knows what Tomb Raider is. It's very fun. Definitely worth checking out. Batman Arkham Knight, not as linear as the first and second game. Definitely more open world. You do the same type of thing. You kick ass. You beat these dudes up on the street. And you can play as Robin in this game too. And I think maybe you can play as Batgirl too. And you can ride in the Batmobile on certain parts of the game. Definitely worth checking out. And the last 2 games I have to show is Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is very good. It's the second game. I think the second game is a little bit better than the third game in some ways, but in other ways it's better than the first. But definitely worth checking out. And then the last game I have here is Final Fantasy 15: A Realm Reborn, which has all the DLC. And it's another good RPG on the system, and it's definitely worth checking out. Those are all my PlayStation 3 games. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's not very many. There's only 15 games here. I will be showing some more PS3 games off in the future. I will be doing a part 2, so stay tuned for that when that happens. However, right now I'm just trying to get some money together so I can actually record some more videos for you guys. So sorry for all the wait, because I don't really have anything to show off. But there will be a part 2 of the PS4 game collection coming in the future. Anyways, that's all for now, guys, and I thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a great day. Bye.